Tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, the Los Angeles Lakers squaring off against the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, for Atlanta, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism, but could you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s or the 70s or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan and the great Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We take a look at the Hawks. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And I think for the Hawks, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwyane Wade, and it's McGee in at the 5. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
Now here's LeBron. Waiters outside. Back to James. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers with possession here. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Bounce pass, Collins. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
And that deep range opens up everything for Trae Young.
You have to take away his airspace, Kevin, as soon as he crosses midcourt. And with this tight handle, he punishes the defense when they apply pressure.
James finds Kuzma. The shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
There's the pass to Capella. Here's Young. Good D by Rondo.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here is Young. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Herter passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. He said a big key for them will be containing Trae Young. Coach said he can be streaky, but when he heats up, his deep range makes him tough to defend. Kevin, make that almost impossible to defend.
Thank you, David. Hawks on D. They trail by 1. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Herter.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Capella. Here's Young. Cans the shot from the wing. Young's got 5 points so far.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Back to Rondo. Passes to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
The first free throw is good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Rondo passes to McGee. He dishes it to James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Young passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Over Rondo. Capella. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Collins. The shot's good from LeBron. LeBron's got 8.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Collins finds Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
The first one falls.
You look at the Atlanta Hawks offense, so much is generated outside in. Third in the league in three-point attempts last season. Of course, some of that was the addition of Trae Young.
And so Young nails them both. And Young gives that extra deep floor spacing, something teams are looking for now.
You watch Steph Curry and Dame Lillard, they're shooting from 26 to 27 feet out. That changes what a defense can take away. That's why Young, despite his size, was still drafted top 5.
Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's good. Rondo's got his second bucket of the night.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Young against Rondo. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Capella. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. Offensive rebound. And finally, that one's good. Collins has got his second basket.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Here's Rondo, and Capella sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Young outside. And the pass to Collins. Over Rondo. Collins, good. Collins has got his third bucket of the night.
Becoming comfortable from mid-range, Collins makes shots from all 3 levels.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Just that digital dance, he's the one that now he is that boy, used to be digital dance, going around to now he is that boy, used to be digital dance, he's the one that used to now he is that boy, used to be digital dance, digital dance, digital dance, digital dance. Feeling the sound, feeling the feeling, I'm in the streets.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Carter comes in for Hunter. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teagan for Young. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. Green, he's checked in for Dwyane Wade. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Back to Kuzma. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jeff Teague.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, Kuzma. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Now here's Teague. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana. Reddish with the ball. He feeds it to Dedmon. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
Now Bradley. Caldwell Pope outside. The fadeaway, and they pick up 2.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Pass to Reddish. And stolen by Kuzma. Fast break, the Lakers. Kuzma with the ball. And Bradley gets it to go.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. Dedmon kicks to Teague. To the middle. That's good from Collins on the assist by Teague. And it's 8 points for John Collins.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Outside, Green. Morris right side. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Reddish. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lakers trail by 4. And here's Bradley. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Bradley can't get it to go. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Teague dishes to Carter. He kicks it to Collins. Back to Carter. There's the 3. That shot off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
You try not to dwell on losses like that, but hey, you can't help it. Hopefully, they'll learn something from that defeat. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
To the left wing. Passes it to Collins. The dish now to T. Over Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Lakers ball.
Here's Bradley. Pass to Kuzma. To end the cold streak. That shot off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Atlanta up by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bradley is out there with Green. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. Now here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it to Dedmon. The 3. Rebound the Lakers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Green finds Bradley. Now, here's Green. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. It's good. This game is all even.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Gifted at scoring from there. Really, Kuzma is a legit threat to capitalize from almost anywhere.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Kuzma. Now the pass to Bembry. Morris with the block. Caldwell Pope right side. Trying to get open is Kuzma. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. To stop the drought. Teague can't hit.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Dedmon defending. Morris, no good.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Bradley. Bembry misses.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here's Bradley. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
The shot by Reddish, no good. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Feeds it to Bradley. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Kuzma. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The feed now to Dedmon, and he hits it to tie the game up.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
heavy on what you be thinking. I swear I got your back and got the tab on what you. You ain't got to move a finger or pinky when we linking. Whatever keeps your boat afloat or ship sinking. From slips of side women stepping out of position, breaking out of the parallelogram, shaping a prism. Stop signs never stop, God. Let's be realistic. I've been trying to get in touch with my senses and be better to my senses, but think that you feminine when you sensitive. My homegirl rapping, she feminist, hold it down for the.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope. Deion Waiters checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's James. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Heat in Miami.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Herter passes to Capella. Here's Hunter. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Rebound, Atlanta. Dedmon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over to the wing. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Waiters. Shoots from 12. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Lakers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And Waiters gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 2.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Lakers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. The Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
A free throw drops for Dedmon. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Do you think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path fouls. Amazing story for Dwyane Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
Now here is McGee taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Waiters surveying the D. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
James, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
He misses the free throw. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Dwyane Dedmon. And the second free throw, good. The Hawks leading. Passes it to Herter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Herter's got his first bucket of the night. Lakers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. The drive by James. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Free throw good, LeBron. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Young passes to Capella. Carter outside. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Tries it from 9. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Let's look at Trae Young's shot chart. He goes inside more than people mention.
The Hawks have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And he knocks down the first one.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
And he can't hit the second. The Lakers trail. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Rondo is so tricky. Consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Under 6.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
It's good.
This is what you do when your opponents try to take away the 3 and the painted area.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Sweet little floater. Rondo's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And that gentle release on Rondo's floater, when he's making these shots, the D is in trouble.
Young with the ball. 10 points for him. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by James. 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Carter against Morris. Here's Herter. Nailed from three-point land. Herter's got 5 points now in the quarter. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here is McGee in a wide-open look for James. Offline with his three. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Hunter, no good.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
The drive by James. Rebound, Atlanta.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Young with no one around. No good on the triple. Outside Rondo. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 2 assists. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 1. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
Now here's LeBron. Defense right on him. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Wader.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Herter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
The 19th pick in 2018 out of Maryland, Kevin Herter with the positional size and skill to adapt well to the NBA game.
Now here's James. Right wing. Collins against Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And with that skill, Herder's a triple threat offensively.
Not just a standstill shooter, he can function as a secondary ball handler, creating for himself and others.
And Capella sends it back. Here's Herder, and the layup is good. Herder's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here is McGee. Here's Rondo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Hawks leading by 9. From deep. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Hunter's got 5.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
And you look at Collins, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Here's Rondo, following the bucket by the Hawks. Now McGee dishes to James. Trains the three-pointer. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
Herder passes to Collins. Poke loose. Here's Young. And that one hits back iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Herder. He's got 11. Young up top, covered by LeBron.
Able to see the entire floor. Young gets a lane, and he takes it.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. No good on the free throw. And Los Angeles with some changes. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. Green comes in for Dwyane Wade. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And he's good on the second. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bradley passes to McGee. Outside Bradley. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Under sticks.
And that one misses.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Now here's Reddish, guarded by Bradley. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Kuzma finds Green. Goes back up, and it's good on the way-in. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Collins. And here's Reddish. He doesn't hit that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here is Green. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. He kicks to McGee. From about 19 feet, Bradley can't get it to go.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
First one falls for him.
In positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Vince Carter, who's checked in for the Hawks. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Now, here's Teague. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Fernando. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 7 rebounds in the game. Up top, Kuzma. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Caldwell Pope. D right on him. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Caldwell Pope's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
The pass to Carter. And he makes that one.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Outside Bradley. Over Carter. Bradley can't get it to go.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Atlanta. Fernando pulls it in.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Reddish kicks to Bembry. Morris against Carter. He dishes it to T. That shot no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Second chance shot. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Vince Carter picks one up. For Los Angeles, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
And the first one drops. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Jeff Teague. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And so he hits both. 1:39 left in the third quarter. The Hawks leading by 8. Reddish the pass to Hunter. Here's Bembry. Banked in off the glass.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. LeBron passes to Morris. Back to LeBron. 1:07 left to play here in the third, and he overshot that one, missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Dedmon. 6 points for him. A floater. Bembry shot good. And now it's a 12-point Atlanta lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
James outside. Outside, Green. Pass to James. With the clock winding down, and it goes down 2 points. LeBron's got 19 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Bembry, guarded by Bradley. Now, here's Hunter over Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Don't get no
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers trail by 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Rajon Rondo. LeBron James is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Dwyane Wade. And it's Morris in at the center.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Young with the ball. He feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Haters no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
He's fearless, Trae Young. Knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Rondo finds Morris. Passes it to Waiters. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Young. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And there's the pass to Young. To the inside. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here is Morris. And James throws it down.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
Outside Collins. The dish to Young. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles.
Under sticks.
Free throw drops for James. And the Hawks with possession here. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Herter, no good.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Rajon Rondo. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. To the middle, here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 7. Kuzma outside. Kicks it to James. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And once LeBron gets the ball in the painted area, the force he plays with, it's hard not to foul him.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. You know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And the Hawks with possession here. 6-point game. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The quick look, no good that time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 6. Yep, it counts. And that's now 29 points for LeBron.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now Capella. Collins kicks to Hunter. Here's Herter. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose and stolen by James. Here's Rondo. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Young after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Shots good from Young.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
LA has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Rondo passes to LeBron. He gets it in there. LeBron's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Young passes to Collins. Here's Herter. Bangs home the trifecta. Herter's got 5 points in the quarter.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
McGee finds James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James at the line for 2. Thunder Sticks.
First free throw is good. Green, he's checked in for Waiters. And James drills them both. And the Hawks with possession here. Passes it to Herter. In the corner, Collins with it. Young outside. To the paint. Here's Capella. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Collins. He kicks it to Young. And it's Herter, top of the key. Here's Capella. Yep, that one goes in there. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Kuzma outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for the Lakers, taking 2 shots. Under 6.
2.
That free throw missing.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
He doesn't get the second one.
And he continues to struggle at the line. He has not had the feel for his rhythm there tonight.
Pulls up on the wing, and again it's Atlanta.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Outside Rondo. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Rondo. Lets a floater go. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Under 6.
2. He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Rondo hits both free throws.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Young outside. Over Rondo. Again, the Hawks score.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Young against Rondo. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. That one misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. Pass to Green. Back to James. Clock at 6. Rondo with a clean look from outside off the mark. And it's the Hawks' ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Herter passes to Young. 34 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Collins. Money!
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It counts! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox and that killer instinct.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
So it's the Lakers now. Rondo's scanning the floor. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
James kicks to Rondo. Back to Green, shoots the 3. No good that time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
At the line for the Hawks, John Collins. 10 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
It's amazing that in the 2017 draft, Collins went just 21st overall. That's a steal, folks.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Off target with that shot. And so the Hawks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.